Have you ever felt like there's something that you really want to do, right? But after you finish your work, you get back home and you just got so tired that you barely even want to move. You are not motivated and then you procrastinate whatever you want to do and end up scrolling the Facebook, the Instagram and check out whatever unnecessary stuff, and that's how you spend the night. And it all sounds okay until the next day when you woke up, you suddenly feel a rush of guilt. You felt so guilty and you start blaming yourself. Why didn't I take action yesterday? The problem here is that have you ever spent a second to just think about why is that happening to you? Now the simple reason behind this is that you have yet to figure out how to best use of your time and get more things done in less time. Now I want you to imagine this. If you are able to just spend 1 hour and get 3 hours of things done, so you will have 2 hours to do what you enjoy doing. Does it make sense? I want to share with you the one simple productivity techniques that I just learned recently to beat procrastination and 10x my productivity. So if you too want to find out, make sure you watch until the end because you definitely don't want to miss this. And that technique is called Ivy Lee method. Forgive me because I forgot how they got the name of Ivy Lee method, but yeah, I believe it's a person's name or what. But we are not jumping into that, okay? We are in a society that everyone talks about multitasking. It just seems like the more you can multitask, the more things you can get to accomplish within a shorter period of time. But is that true? What I personally have came to realize is that the moment I tried to multitask, I lost focus, I lost effectiveness, I lost efficiency, and of course, I didn't actually get more things done within a shorter period of time, but instead, I get lesser things done in a longer period of time. So that's just how I have experienced it. Share with us in the comment section down below whether or not you have tried multitasking and whether or not it works for you. So coming back to Ivy Lee method, it is a method that focuses only on a small amount of important tasks throughout the day to really maximize your productivity. And there are 4 rules of Ivy Lee method. And trust me, it is simple and easier than what you have expected. Rule number 1, make a list of 6 most important items that you want to accomplish for the next day. And the tips here is that you want to have them in order of the most important to the least important. Planning them out is the first crucial element to increasing productivity. So personally, I would suggest you to do it after the whole days of work and you just lock yourself in a room for maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour to list down all the 6 important tasks that you want to accomplish for the next day. And make sure there's no any distractions when you are listing them out. Rule number 2, start the next task only when you have completed the one before it. And this is why we said it is so important for you to list them down in the order of the most important to the least important. Because the rule number 2 requires you to finish everything up on the top before you can move down to the next one. So directly or indirectly, you are forcing yourself to accomplish them one by one. Rule number 3, move the unfinished stuff to the next day. But of course, that's not an excuse for you to keep procrastinating, okay? Now the key here is that even if you have moved the unfinished stuff to the next day, you still want to maintain the prioritizations. So the priority will always be on top of the things that you want to accomplish the next day. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say I have listed some tasks to accomplish. Let's say task A, B, C, D, E, F. So for some reason, I have yet to finish the last 2, which is the E and F. So when I'm conducting this Ivy Lee method for the next day's activity, so I will have to move the unfinished task, which is the task E and F, to the top. So that means the list is going to go like E, F, and then G, H, I, and J. So at the end of the day, there are still 6 tasks that you have to accomplish. Rule number 4, repeat this process every single day. And I personally started this method like a week or a week and a half ago, and I'm still keeping it consistent. The key here is that no matter how good the technique is, no matter how good a method is, you have to put in the work, right? You have to stay consistent throughout to see the results. I mean, you just can't expect to do this for one day and then go back to the same old you the next day and expecting a different result, right? It doesn't make sense. So the reason why these Ivy Lee methods work so well is because it's so simple to execute it, right? Imagine just writing a few things out and then you just get them done one by one. It couldn't be easier than this, isn't it? The hardest part is always in the very beginning, all right? If you can't even get yourself to start something, forget about keeping the momentum. You will not make it, Alright? So if you have planned everything out the day before, what you have to do the next day is just open up the notebook and refer to the list and get the task done one by one. Still, if you find it difficult to even write out all the 6 tasks, click on this video and watch it. So in this video, I share with you how you can beat procrastination in just 3 seconds. So make sure you click on the link and watch it. And I'm going to share this with you. Action, drive out, thought. Alright? Action, drive out, thought. So stop overthinking and make things complicated. Start implementing what you have just learned, keep the momentum going, and just stick with the process. And until then, let's be more productive. Rationally. Don't ask me why is the name, but yeah, listen. And there are 4 rules. 4 rules. Planning them out is the first. Oh my gosh.